This is Daily Blast Live. We're talking about what you're talking about.
Because everyone's talking about this.
Always live, always real, always unpredictable.
You think this hair just naturally stays like this?
Log on and join our live conversation.
I can't believe I'm saying this. I do agree with you.
DBL starts right now.
3, 2.
Welcome to DBL. It is Thursday, May 16th. We are live, and we're talking about what you're talking about right now. I'm here with Erica, Jeff, Al, and I'm Sam. Let's get started. The wait is finally over. Today, we are roughing it in the wild. Find out who will survive in our fully clothed and afraid camping competition. We've got all sorts of surprises in store. That's coming up in minutes. But first, DBL is honoring a true hero, 18-year-old Kendrick Castillo, the teenager who was killed while trying to stop an alleged school shooter in Colorado. Yesterday at his memorial, Jeeps filled the streets in Kendrick's honor. He loved Jeeps and even saved up money to buy his own. Friends and family gathered to celebrate Kendrick, who was just days away from graduating. Here's what his father said.
I've always known he was a gift and a hero. We all have the ability to be a little bit like Kendrick. It's all inside of us. If Kendrick was here and he was looking at me, and giving me the strength that he's given me to get up here and speak, he would want me to have the strength to help everybody heal.
The governor of Colorado, Jared Polis, made sure his bravery would not be forgotten. He declared May 15th Kendrick Castillo Day.
For me, it's bittersweet, and let me explain that. Sweet because this man is a hero and he has a day of his own to honor him. But the bitter part is this where the future's going? We're going to honor these heroes, people who shut down these school shooters or try to, and they're all going to get their own day. I love the honor, I love where it's going, but I think we need to fix the problem, and this is our solution. It's a little bittersweet for me, but I don't want to take away from his day.
Yeah, think about that father who was. Again, you can see why Kendrick is such a great kid, because his father is quite the example. You could just tell the way he was speaking up there. But this is his only son, Al. This is his only son, and now he has to live the rest of his life without his child, without his life. You know that as a father of three.
It's literally unimaginable, especially when it didn't have to be. I mean, obviously, life is full of tragedies, car accidents, cancer, things that you can't control. But these are things that other people have controlled. Other countries, large groups of people have figured out this problem. We've chosen not to handle it, so instead we'll do it the other way, and we'll have memorials and things like that. And it's important to remember, but it's a constant reminder to me, unfortunately, that we've chosen not to do anything about this problem. We've chosen to do nothing.
I know. May you rest in power, Kendrick. His legacy is already living on. You can tell. Yep. Look at how many people are inspired by his activism. He just shouldn't have had to have sacrificed his life to do just that. We do have an update in Operation Varsity Blues. That's the college admission scam we've been following for the past couple months. Georgetown University is expelling 2 of its students connected to the scandal, and now one of those students is suing the school. He claims they denied him due process and that they should have known about false statements on his application way before the Justice Department announced charges. The student's father pleaded guilty last week to paying $400,000 to get his son admitted as a tennis recruit, even though he didn't play competitive tennis. A lawyer for the student says expulsion is too harsh a punishment, saying, quote, he's lost 3 years of his life studying, getting good grades, and doing everything that was expected of him. Now, Erica, he wants his credits.
Right.
So he's accepted that he might not have that degree from that prestigious university. He wants to take those earned credits and take them to another school.
I don't think people understand the ramifications and how serious universities take academic integrity. If you were to cheat on an exam in your senior year, the last exam that you had, and you were caught, you'd be in the same predicament. If you plagiarize yourself, you could possibly end up in the same predicament where your credits are being held. Academic integrity is held to a very high standard. Universities are very embarrassed by this. So this is not as though, like, it's unfortunate if he didn't know, but I still have a very difficult time believing that these kids didn't know, especially coming into a university as a non-athlete, but having siblings who went in as athletes. Well,
here's the thing, and I agree with you, but Let's say he did know. At 17 years old, you follow the suit of your parents, right? You trust in your parents. Maybe they sugarcoated. Maybe you're trying to piece some things together. But at the end of the day, Jeff, you're still the child following the lead of your parents. I don't know. I agree with you, Erica, but I do not condone what these parents did, and I hope that they go to jail, but I feel for these kids.
Yeah, you make a good point, and so does Erica. I'm kind of on both sides of the fence on this one, just because he didn't get into the university the way he was supposed to, which means he shouldn't be there. But he did do the work that was expected of him when he was there. So I'm kind of torn, you know? Like if you want to go back to the beginning, he probably shouldn't be there.
What if he gets the credits but not the degree?
Yeah, well, I don't think he's going to get the degree, but he shouldn't have been in there to begin with.
Yeah, I know.
If you sneak into the back of a restaurant and you're in the kitchen eating and they drag you out,
right.
You can't say, wait a second, my stuff is in there. He's done. He shouldn't have been in there to begin with. Anything that he accumulated, anything in there, anything that he thought was his was not, because he received it under a false pretense.
Wow.
So I feel like he should lose everything and start on over. Community college is right there, homie.
He's going to be ticked at his parents, let me tell you.
And it's his lesson, you know what I mean? It's his lesson.
Yeah.
His last lesson from Georgetown.
Is that a reference?
I don't know. I like the restaurant analogy, though, too.
Yeah, thank you. Yeah. I sat here on the panel and I was like, that makes sense. Let's go with the restaurant. I was going to say nightclub, and I was like,
no, it was good. It was
all
good.
right, thank you.
Good job. All right. Sarah Jessica Parker has had enough of tabloid harassment, and she's putting the National Enquirer on blast. She's fighting back against a story they wanted to run about her relationship with husband Matthew Broderick. She's calling it untrue, disgraceful, nonsense. The actress shared this on Instagram, showing what appears to be an email from the publication asking for a comment on a story about a, quote, public screaming match between them just days before their wedding anniversary. And in the comments, SGP writes, hey, National Enquirer, why not celebrate a marriage of 22 years and relationship of 27 years? Because despite your endless harassment and wasted ink, we are nearing 3 decades of love, commitment, respect, family, and home. Way to go, SGP. Even if she was caught in a screaming match, that's life. When you're in a relationship, whether it's 1 year or 27 years, you're gonna have some screaming matches.
Of course. I just think it all comes down to if you ain't got no haters, you ain't popping. And SJP is popping like no other.
Yes, she is. I like it.
I think I'm glad she said something. Usually I don't respond to something like negative like that. Right. But it should be celebrated, especially in Hollywood, the life that they have together. All we do is comment on this person's getting divorced, this person's getting cheating on this person. I think she needs to be celebrated, and we need more stories like this.
Sam,
for her.
Let me ask you a quick question. Do you think that you sign up for this when you become as famous as she is? Is this part of the deal?
It probably is, but you know what? It doesn't mean that she doesn't.
I'm not justifying it. I'm just.
Yeah, I'm sure it does come with it, right? There's a lot of reward and privilege that comes with being as famous as SJP and Matthew Broderick.
Right.
However, with that, you do take the criticism from the tabloids. I'm not saying it's okay, but I think it's how you handle it. So I applaud her for almost just putting them on blast and being like, okay, you think that you're gonna one up me? No. I have more followers than you. I'm going to show the public how you handle and almost blackmail people into soliciting a comment. So she almost like pulled away the curtain, and I really just applaud her for it, because now what's the story? It's us applauding SJP. Exactly. So she took control of the narrative.
Well done.
Make sure you chime in, DBL Nation. We want to hear from you as well. DBL is live, and we'll bring you breaking news as soon as it happens. Coming up, the series finale of The Big Bang Theory airs tonight. So what can we expect in The Big Finish? And speaking of must-watch TV, we're just minutes away from the debut of DBL's Fully Clothed and Afraid. It's the girls versus the guys in a do-or-die camping battle. So who will win, who will lose, and who will lose their cool? Find out. Still ahead. We're the only live show that covers what you're talking about right now.
You call it retiring, I call it quitting.
My only fear is that we will generalize all immigrants. One of the darkest times of my life.
When I see my kids and I can hug them.
This is a moment that we are taking a stand. I think I'm taking crazy pills.
And I know it's coming. Just stop.
Free the raccoon!
Are we on television?
Please, I look to you, DBL Nation. Share your thoughts.
Tomorrow on DBL, former Bachelor Ben Higgins is here. He's joining our panel to dish on the new Bachelorette, Hannah B, and his love life. Sorry, ladies, Ben's off the market. And friend of the show, Dr. Drew Pinsky, with vital information for women. What you can do right now to take back your health. That's tomorrow on DBL.
Welcome back to DBL. Tonight is bittersweet for fans of The Big Bang Theory. As the final episode airs, let's take a look back.
Hi.
Hi. We did it!
I can't imagine loving you more than I do right now.
That was unexpectedly beautiful.
Stars of the show, Kaylee Cuoco and Johnny Galecki, stopped by CBS this morning to say their goodbyes.
The quote from Winnie the Pooh keeps coming up in my mind, how lucky I am to be this sad to say goodbye to something. You know, we all feel very, very grateful, but the timing is right.
Yeah, but it is kind of like a death in a way, you know? I mean, it's been a long, long time together.
The show goes down in TV history as the longest-running multi-camera comedy. Listen, I've had a complete change of heart. Remember in the beginning, I was so sad?
Right.
But they've been teasing this final episode for what seems like months. It's like they've jumped the shark at this point. I feel like it's already done and gone.
I know, but a lot of people follow the show. They love the show.
I loved it too.
Oh, did you?
Yes. I used to watch the
I've
show.
never heard you mention it.
Well, I'm not obsessed with it.
But Sam, I've been with you every day for 2 years.
It's no Peaky Blinders.
Okay.
But I just feel like this tease has been going on forever, no?
Yeah, well, 90210 starts in August, and we've talked about it like 10 times.
That's true. That's true. But it is hard to say goodbye to people that you've worked with for so long.
Yeah. I don't want to think about it. No, I thought that what Johnny Galecki said was that really touched my heart, because you form this family, you form this bond, you form a routine, and in this line of work, in this industry, getting a routine is a blessing sent from the gods on high. So the idea of having that for 12 years is just so amazing, and I mean, congrats to them, because really it's a time to celebrate.
Yeah, absolutely.
Right.
And we've got a spoiler alert. It was a shocking way to end the season for Survivor Edge of Extinction. Chris Underwood was crowned the winner of the 38th season in a twist. He only played 13 of 39 days. After getting voted out of the game and spending most of his time on Extinction Island, Chris won his way back into the game and walked away with $1 million. So what an ending. Kudos to Chris. Now, we spent, and you're about to see our survival competition show in just a moment, so stay tuned. But do you think we survived 24 hours? Could you survive 40 days?
40 days?
40 days, like in Survivor, yeah.
Of course.
Okay.
Yeah.
Oh, confident.
I think Jeff could. I couldn't. I couldn't stay at like a 2-star hotel. I'm like, this is crazy. The ice machine is downstairs? No.
I can't wait
I'm not wired
But
like
he
that.
did great. Al did great. He knuckled
Al
up.
did great. I guess we have to wait. We'll let our DBL Nation decide
guys are very nice.
who they think did the best.
I had fun. We bonded.
Yeah, we did.
We really did.
We had some
All jokes aside, yeah.
fireside chats. It was wonderful. Coming up on DBL, it's our fully clothed and afraid camping challenge. We're roughing it in the wild and a battle of the sexes. You do not want to miss it. And our Stephanie Jones is having some fun of her own. Our favorite Brit host learns the ins and outs of all American eating competitions. We'll be right back. We're the only live show that covers what you're talking about right now.
You call it retiring, I call it quitting.
My only fear is that we will generalize all immigrants. One of the darkest times of my life.
When I see my kids and I can hug them.
We are taking a stand.
And I know it's coming. Just stop.
Freedom raccoon! Please, I look to you, DBL Nation. Share your thoughts.
Welcome back to DBL. Our British co-host Stephanie Jones has only been in the United States since October, but she's quickly learning all about Americans' unique relationship with food. Every 4th of July, Americans hold Nathan's Hot Dog Eating Contest. Stephanie was having trouble wrapping her head around competitive eating, so she met a couple who believes those who eat together stay together. Just a little warning, some might find this segment hard to stomach.
Actually at Coors Field, and check out the spread behind us now. This is the most hot dogs I've ever seen in my life.
Welcome to the Nathan's famous 4th of July hot dog eating qualifier. I give you Sarah Reinecke.
I am the owner of Whatever It Takes Health. I am ranked number 29 in the world.
From Seattle,
fitness coach with F45 and ranked number 11.
Nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you,
I'm
Sarah.
Steph. So how did you guys get into competitive eating?
Really, it started because I drank too much when I was in college, and we would come home at the end of the night and order pizza and wings, and I would demolish more food than 21-year-old college girl should eat.
I was a fat kid growing up that just ate a lot, and someone one year said, I bet you can't eat like that no more. And after an hour of eating and watching friends and family vomit around me, I knew I had something.
What are your hot dog eating goals? How many are you gonna eat today?
I want 25 today. 25 would make me a happy girl.
So I'm hoping for 35.
There's 5 hot dogs per plate, and one said he's gonna eat 35. That's 7 plates of hot dogs. What kind of training is involved for something like this?
I do water training, so I drink as much water as possible in a small window of time. That way I know my body can handle it.
The problem with water training that's really difficult is when you're done with the water, you have to vomit it up so you don't get water poisoning.
There's so many people here. I'm so excited. Go team!
3, 2, 1, go!
So I need to know what both of your techniques are when you're eating.
And she's shoving them down her gullet.
So I always go, I eat the dog first, and then I use the bun, soak it, and I use that to kind of wash everything down.
He is trying to break his personal best.
So I'll take 2 hot dogs, eat them with my left hand while I'm dunking my buns with my right hand. Take, 4 bites, transition into 1 bun, and then move on.
It's doing the weirdest movements I've ever seen. I've never seen anyone eat like this.
8, 11, 8, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Put down your hot dog.
I never want to see one of these again in my life.
These 2 leaders will be going on to Coney Island on July 4 to represent you.
Impressive. Coming up on DBL, we go on a wild adventure in the woods in a camping battle royale. Don't miss our fully clothed and afraid special coming up in just minutes. And we're helping you shop for a new car. We've got helpful information coming up next.
Promotional consideration is brought to you by...
And we're the only live show that covers what you're talking about right now.
You call it retiring, I call it quitting.
My only fear is that we will generalize all immigrants. One of the darkest times of my life.
When I see my kids and I can hug them.
This is a moment that we are taking a stand.
I think I'm taking crazy pills.
And I know it's coming. Just stop.
Free the raccoon!
Are we on television?
Please, I look to you, DBL Nation. Share your thoughts.
Welcome back to DBL. I love my car, Lord knows I do. But that doesn't mean I can't keep an eye on all the new features of the 2020 models. Check it out in DBL Drive, presented by who, everybody?
Castillo.
Well done. Tori, now I know you guys are kind of always in the market for a new car. What are you going to be looking for? Obviously, you're a woman looking for cars, and there's traditionally been, it's tough for women. It's hard for you guys to get the best deals.
It's also so stressful going into the dealership.
How do you negotiate?
Well, first off, you just know you're seen as a sucker for some reason, so you have to dress well. It starts in the morning. You have to put your hair in kind of an androgynous ponytail, wear pants, wear boots, walk in with confidence, find someone you feel comfortable with, because they're going to try and do a whole shindig thing. So although I'm a little stressed about buying it, I'm really looking forward to checking out the new stuff that they have for 2020 and, being hip on the automotive slang.
All right, Tori, give it to me straight. Are you going to drive this new car, or are you going to be the passenger seat?
I'm going to try to drive, so that's what I like to call driving.
Done.
Here are some things to look for if you're in the market for a new car. You like that outdoor air? Find a vehicle with a panoramic roof. Electric cars are all the rage. More and more brands now have an electric car option. And whether or not you're in the market for a new car, it is time to get an auto protection plan with CarShield. CarShield protects their members from the high cost of auto repairs. So call 1-800-505-9619 for a free quote.
Yes.
Good tips.
Great tips. And, you know, talking about negotiating, you know, honestly, I'm taking your husband, Mark. That, like, you got to find somebody that lives to negotiate. Like, he's got a gift.
Oh,
Find somebody like that.
He's like, he'll be there for 2 days. He doesn't care.
Oh, he likes the long game.
He comes out winning. Like, we're always under the value.
He goes to my gym and he uses my name to get like a discount so he can play basketball. And then he wrote me the other day and he's like, dude, can I use your name? I'm going to call the gym and get myself on your membership. I'd even write it back.
He finds his way. Can't blame him. Stay tuned for our newest special. Up next, it's our DBL special, Fully Clothed and Afraid. Yikes.
Oh,
that was
This is Daily Blast Live. We're talking about what you're talking about.
Because everyone's talking about this.
Always live, always real, always unpredictable.
You think this hair just naturally stays like that?
Log on and join our live conversation.
I can't believe I'm saying this. I do agree with you.
DBL starts right now.
Welcome to Daily Blast Live. We have a very special show for you today. Last weekend, my co-host Alan Jeff took on Tori and me in a camping competition. It's kind of like Survivor meets Naked Afraid, and Survivor and Amazing Race star Corinne Kaplan is our host. And depending on who wins, one lucky DBL viewer will walk away with a $500 gift card to Outdoors Geek. Now, here it is, the world premiere of DBL, Fully Clothed and Afraid.
These 4 Daily Blast Live hosts are about to embark on the adventure of a lifetime. They're getting outside their familiar studio walls and trekking into the bold Colorado wilderness. Spring in Colorado can carry unique challenges with unpredictable weather, wild animals, and below freezing temperatures at night. These are the Rocky Mountains.
My only issue is, like, where do we go to the bathroom?
The strongest skills that I'm bringing into camp is, 1, I know how to pitch a tent. Number 2, because I have some sort of hormonal imbalance right now after having a kid, I don't get cold. I do not get cold.
I love camping. I love the outdoors.
My skills that are going to help me camp are that I'm witty. I think quickly on my feet. So this is going to translate perfectly to this.
Welcome, campers! I am your host and 2-time survivor, Corinne Kaplan. Over the next 24 hours, you campers will be competing to prove to yourselves and DBL Nation that you are not afraid. One team will win a $500 gift card to Outdoors Geek for one lucky DBL viewer. $500. It is time to get your buffs, but first, you must turn in your phones. Are you ready to get started?
Yep. You're ready.
So guys, your most basic necessity out in the wild is your shelter, right? Because obviously it's now raining and it's really cold. So the first challenge is going to be to build your home for the night. The first team to set their tent up with the poles properly assembled, all clips attached, 4 stakes in the ground, sleeping bags put inside, and both team members back here wins. All right, guys, so you want to know what you're playing for?
Yes.
All right. The reward is a lighter and a corkscrew.
So that means there's wine later.
All right, guys, are you ready?
Yes.
The challenge is about to begin, but before I start the challenge, there's one more thing. You guys are going to be tied together because this challenge is all about teamwork.
Corinne just told us that before we go pitch the tent, we're going to be tied together.
Tied together. And you know, I thought that's fantastic because we already are with trust and respect.
Campers, are you ready?
We're ready.
We're ready.
Get set. Go! Challenge is on.
Come on, Tori, this way, this way, this way. Hurry, 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 hurry. Okay, the yellows and the yellow, the whites and the whites.
I think we're going to win this challenge. I mean, I've been camping at least a couple dozen times. I've put up a tent a couple dozen times before, so I don't see how we're going to go wrong.
And let's not forget the stakes. They're going to forget the stakes.
Just put this corner down now. See that? And then do this corner.
Okay.
Should you go on the other side?
Yes.
Okay, got it.
I mean, it looks like the red team is far ahead of the blue team at this point. Jeff, I thought you camped before.
The closest thing I ever have done to camping is I stayed at a Red Roof Inn. It was like a mobile one.
Strong lead by the girls.
They're not in the lead, but have fun.
I feel like we have this in the bag
I
right
feel
now.
like it's happening, and then what do we do? I look to the left, and what do we see?
Their tent is not even pitched yet.
Disaster.
Blue team, do you have a strategy?
We do. We established our base, and now we're building our frame.
Jeff, how many times have you put a tent together?
Plenty.
Sam, Tori, how many times have you guys put a tent together?
Never done it. Here.
Never done it, and it looks like their tent is already up.
I'll tell you the difference between the girls' team and the boys' team. Are you hearing anything from the boys' team? Can you hear a word? You hear something, but what it sounds like is despair.
Red team is getting real close.
Okay. Now we have one more pole over here, though. We don't need it.
The weather is getting
How come we don't have another silver
We're missing one. Time out.
See, it's over here. It's over there. We didn't need to.
They threw us in.
No, we thought we needed three.
No.
I'm out.
So we can't find that silver piece? Guess where it is, Al?
Where?
Sabotage. The girls took it, threw it down by their tent. I think that's cheating.
Do we have everything?
Let's
Check.
take a look.
Go around once. We have time.
The girls, the red team thinks they have it.
Hooks.
The girls are already heading to that. Oh! Andy! All right, red team, you are the winners! Yeah! Woo!
Wow.
Yeah! Red team, congratulations! You guys get a corkscrew.
Yeah!
And the lighter that's going to help you on the next challenge.
Oh, yes. Build the fire. We don't need it, but we'll use it.
We need some romance.
Blue team, I have nothing for you.
That's all right. We have each other. That's right.
Oh, look how sad they look. Almost as sad as their tent.
So I'm going to need you to go back to camp and hang out and fix your tent.
All right. Let's go relax. Hey, should I put some Christmas lights on our tent?
Yes!
Oh, cool. Okay.
Tori, great idea.
Well, I think we did it backwards.
I have zero experience camping, but you know what? I've seen a lot of movies where people camped, and it looks like they didn't have any problems. All those actors are doing other movies, so they must have survived, so why can't I?
Our tent is completely secure from rain.
Okay. I have blankets, pillows. Should we put our pillows in?
Yes, I'll get the pillows.
Okay.
You keep working on that.
I should have probably have thought this through. Ambiance. The lights.
It is time for the next challenge. So get your game faces on. Are you ready?
Yes.
Yes.
All right, let's go. So campers, fire is a crucial part of surviving the elements. The first team to build a fire high enough to burn the rope and release their team flag is the winner.
Okay.
Want to know what you're playing for?
Yes.
A gourmet campfire meal prepared just for you.
Whoa, fancy.
We gotta get
we
that.
got this.
We gotta get
We
this.
got this tea.
Red team, you're going to be using a lighter. Blue team, you guys have matches.
Oh, that's fine. That's fine.
The challenge begins now.
Ooh. Oh. Get away from our stuff. She took the whole pile.
What? You can't feel it?
Man, I'm looking forward to winning this with my buddy Jeff and showing the ladies once and for all that the men run things on the panel and in the wilderness.
So my job right now
we're
is
gonna
just
build-
to hold it.
No, dude, you need like cotton.
Blue team is starting to struggle because it is actually starting to rain.
So we want to build a triangle, okay?
Sam really looking like she knows what she's doing.
Go get my axe.
Where's your axe?
Go get my axe.
Oh.
It's inside the tent in the green little box, and then start chopping
How
up
do you
these
get
pieces.
Red team having trouble even accessing their axe due to the Christmas light setup.
Our only hope is that Tori's holding the axe.
You know, Tori, axe, not a good combo.
So we still got a chance.
Tori, be careful with that axe.
Our only hope is that Tori's holding the axe.
You know, Tori, axe, not a good combo.
So we still got a chance.
Tori, be careful with that axe.
I first started off almost chopping off my finger, but then I realized chips. Get the wood chips. And she keeps saying
wood chips, wood chips,
That's
chips. More wood chips, Tori, more wood chips.
Blue team, you gotta catch up. You're still in it. You guys are very close. It's neck and neck.
Did Al just leave?
Al just brought in some green leaves, which are full of moisture, so I think we're good.
Red team has a serious fire going now. Whoa, blue team getting very close.
There, that's good, that's good. It's gonna hit the rope any second now.
Okay, hold on.
Red team very confident that they're gonna win. Both teams very, very close. It could be either one.
No, that'll put it out.
No, we're good,
We're good, we're good. It's gonna any second now.
Oh my God!
For its future! It's female!
The future is female! So let me ask you this. Who do you think won?
Congratulations,
Yay!
Red team!
Yes!
This is your home for tonight. It's gonna be dark soon and it's gonna be a long, cold night. Red team, you're getting salmon and veggies.
Oh, wow.
Blue team, you get hot dogs.
Oh, that's something.
As a final reward for both teams, a bottle of wine and cold beers. All right, teams, finish setting up your camp. eat your dinner, and get a good night's sleep because you're gonna need that for tomorrow's challenge. All right? Good night, campers. Enjoy your night.
God, it's gorgeous here. Gorgeous. We're in the middle of nowhere, and I see bear tracks. I am prepared. I did bring an axe, a knife, a taser, and bear spray, but I don't want there to be confrontation because I love bears. I love bears. But I don't want to run into a bear.
Want to do a little climb?
But we got such a nice path here. Somebody did this for us.
Yeah, but Al, sometimes you have to go off the path to find something new about yourself.
Man, we're outdoors. Only this time, only for you.
How you feeling, buddy?
Jeff, how am I feeling? A little winded.
Dude, we're high up, man. Elevation.
This is great, though.
0-2, Al. I'm feeling pretty defeated. I think I underestimated these girls.
Wait a second. Defeated, Jeff. You are the master of positivity. 0-2 is just gonna ignite our fire.
You're right.
To win tomorrow. They're gonna be overconfident. They're gonna sleep well. You and I are gonna toss and turn, waiting for that first victory. We're gonna be hungry tomorrow. And who eats more than a hungry wolf? Nobody. It's be a cool place to take your boys one day.
Dude, for real. I mean, the view here is sick. Honestly, this is beautiful, man.
People don't realize the energy you get with a good meal. I'm getting salmon, I'm getting veggies, but I'm also getting dignity. You know what I mean? I'm not eating a bun and some processed meat. I'm having a salmon that swims upstream like women, because the future is female.
I had my first hot dog eaten off of a campfire, and it was delicious. I've always said I don't think there's anything like the taste of a char-grilled hamburger or hot dog.
I think we should go around the horn and tell each other one thing, one word that we feel, a positive word
That's
out,
good.
that we
That's
feel
good.
embodies
That's
that
good.
person.
That's good.
So I'll begin. Jeff, loyal.
Thank you.
Sam, hope.
Thank you.
Hope.
Thank you.
Then Tori, honestly, I would say charisma. You come every day with more selflessness than anybody could ever be asked to do.
Thanks, man. I've been sick for about a week. I've been out of the chair. I haven't been there. I've been feeling the FOMO that everybody knows I have. It was really special for me to feel connected back to my OGs, what we call each other, the originals. We all got cast together, and it was a really beautiful moment, and I don't care if this is cheesy.
Al, you know what? When we first started, this wouldn't be my word for you, but it is now. Hopeful.
Yeah. That's such a turnaround.
You had a chip on your shoulder.
That's such a turnaround.
Yeah, you definitely.
Yep.
Sometimes I come in now, and I'm supposed to be the positive one, and you are.
Yeah,
man. So
that's true.
good for you.
Thank
for
you.
Turning things around.
Honestly, I'm liking camping to the point where I'm thinking, I got my camping pants, got my camping shoes, got some camping gear. Maybe I'll bring my kids out here. You never know.
Sleeping outside is part of the camping experience, and it's not too cold. We got a beautiful fire. You know, me and Al, we're good friends now. If things get cold, we might have to cuddle a little bit. That's okay. It's just one night, again, just gonna bring us closer.
It was a good day.
It was a good day.
Fun day. But we're down 0-2, so we need to get our beauty sleep and get our strength together. Early morning, time to win some challenges.
Dude, tomorrow we're gonna crush it.
Yes.
All right,
Let's
buddy.
do this. All right.
Tomorrow, Tori and I have to win the competition. So hopefully we get a good night's sleep, our bellies are full, and we deliver tomorrow. Oh, I'm tired. Tori, hit the light.
You got it.
Next on DBL, Fully Clothed and Afraid.
I hated it. I hated every second of it. I hated it. I hated it.
All right, Sam, be completely honest. Tell me about last night.
Last night was cold, but I don't think it was that bad. It surprised me when my chapstick froze. I guess it was 26 degrees. I found humor in it, and Tori is really angry.
So last night was the worst night of my whole life. It was miserable. I didn't enjoy a single second of it at all. I was awake at 1, 2, 3, 4. It was 26 degrees.
Tori was not happy this morning, and it kind of made me feel better. It did.
I hated it. I hated every second of it. I hated it. I hated it.
I woke up to the sound of Tori complaining about how cold she was last night.
I felt like I was on the wall at Game of Thrones. That's how cold I was.
All right, so I have to let DBL Nation know I have a couple pranks up my sleeve. I have bear noises.
What is that? Oh, Tori's brushing her teeth.
I'm a bear. It was way too extreme, and I'm like, dude, that's a recording, Al. But whoever did that, Al was scared for a quick second, even if he denies it.
I also have a very real-looking snake.
Holy there's a snake. You
I heard you scream from across the camp.
I alerted others that there may be danger. You do that?
I was scared of my fake plastic snake.
Sam, that looks so real.
Nice. All right, mission accomplished. Goodbye, Al.
All kidding aside, Sam really does bring us all together. We want you to have the best Mother's Day.
Aww.
And we have something for you.
You do?
Yeah. Happy Mother's Day, Sam.
Sweet.
Happy Mother's Day.
Oh, Mama Bear.
Yeah, it's a little
Oh my gosh, you guys are so thoughtful. Yeah, thank you.
Happy Mother's Day, Sam.
Thank you. Thank you.
Mother's Day.
And all I want to do is be with my baby girl, which I'll soon be with Sophie, but in the meantime, really honored that they thought of me today.
Hey, what's up?
Hey, it was good. How was your night?
Well, I'm sure it wasn't as cold as yours.
It was 26 degrees here last night.
Could you give us any clues of what's going to happen today?
Good idea.
Well, what's going to happen is one of you guys is going to be a loser, and the other team is going to be a winner.
Come on, Tori.
That's about all I'm willing to tell you.
I like how you just make it black and white. All right.
I still believe we can win. Come on, Tori. Come on, Tori.
I'm looking at yesterday like a warm-up. Yes, we're down 0-2, but today's the big day. You got to show up for the Super Bowl, and that's what this is.
I don't care. Go Red Team. At this point, I want to go home.
I actually forgot there was a competition today, but now that there's redemption time, Big Jeff's ready. Third cup of coffee, I'm ready to run up that tree.
I would pay you to get me out of here right now. Do you feel this? Who enjoys this? Who enjoys this? This is crazy.
All right, guys, so you need to eat breakfast, finish up everything here, and get ready for your final challenge.
Done. I love it.
Whoopee.
Coming up on DBL Fully Clothed and Afraid.
We're going right over there. Go over there. Go, go, go.
Oh my God. Neither team has any idea what they're doing. Oh no!
Promotional consideration is brought to you by...
Welcome back to DBL Fully Clothed and Afraid. For the final challenge, teams must solve a series of riddles and follow a map to victory for one lucky DBL viewer. The red team is playing for Mundeep, and the blue team is playing for Frank. The winning team will take home a $500 gift card to Outdoors Geek for their DBL viewer.
Teams, on your mark, get set, go!
This challenge is a snap, but it's no time for a nap. Find a tool to help you dig, and it's more than just a twig. To start, just follow this map. We're going right over there. Go over there. Go, go, go.
Oh, and the red team has started moving.
Our first clue takes us across the river, and when the girls went the other way, I honestly thought they were going the wrong way. I didn't know we had different maps.
I just had to, we had a strategy going in. We said, slow and steady wins the race, and just don't pay attention to them, focus on what we're doing.
Blue team, as usual, Al, lagging behind.
The map's pretty clear. No, the map's
For me?
The map's clear. We know where we're going.
Yeah, but
Right
I don't
over
read
there.
maps, so I go with
Okay,
Sam.
here we go.
And she takes off like she's the front runner in a swim
It
relay,
shows-
and I go.
It shows 3 bushes. It's
Can't
on the
do
right
it.
of the 3rd bush.
Can't read a
this.
map.
Got it. Got it.
Red team has found their first clue. How's the blue team doing?
You're on your way to some sweet swag.
But there's no time to lollygag. You'll be one step closer to the end when you find where the creek begins.
Now use the shovel to find your flag.
Okay, grab it. I'll grab it.
Go to the creek. Go to the creek. Okay.
Blue team looking very casual about their approach here. Both teams looking quite exhausted at this point, though this challenge has only been going on for like 5 minutes. They should really try Survivor.
Where the creek begins, maybe closer to the creek?
Final flag.
Jeff just aimlessly digging now. Al could not tell you what Al's doing. This might come down to a foot race, guys. Neither team has any idea what they're doing. Oh no, blue team has it.
I'm watching them run, and I'm losing the game as I watch them lead.
They
It's
have the
so
flag. It's
frustrating.
Woo! Red team, you are still in it. Come on, red team.
We're number one. We're number one. We're number one.
Good job, guys.
I'm proud of Jeff and Al. I really am. But I am just a smidgen
annoyed.
We are the champions.
And I think on that note, we can say we're all winners, but you guys, the blue team, are the first winners of DVL's Fully Clothed and Afraid.
It feels good. It does feel good.
Honestly, good job, you guys. Well done. But how did finding a flag somehow, how is that more difficult than fire and tent?
I completely agree.
Oh,
guys, the rules are the rules.
They totally edited out the cheating with the axe thing. They totally edited that whole thing out.
Oh, come on.
We'll talk about it.
We'll
talk
ask
about
guys
it.
About it. Okay.
We'll see you tomorrow. Bye, guys.